Just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Come on, D. Kill. Ready.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yo. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Jones. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
50, plant.
54 Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Spike.
Here's Johnson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Williams. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Complete to Jones. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And shedding through the tackle. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Come on, D! Snap!
From the gun, Johnson. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Looking to throw. Johnson. He sets up the screen to Jones. They give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
27 yards there, a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it with Williams. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 20.
Hey, whatever happened to the days, everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Williams will try again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll run. This is Cannon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game. Turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Johnson airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Jumbo now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down now, it's Cannon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Johnson now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Coming for you, son. Let's go.
Now Johnson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Alpha. Tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Here's Johnson throwing on 4th down. Now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Williams. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No.